Hey guys, and welcome to my stimulus package update and stimulus check update. Wow, I haven't said those words in so long. I want you guys to know that I missed you more than you missed me, and I'm happy I'm back here for you with another video just to give you my perspective on everything that's been going on.
Seems like the past couple days we've been hearing a lot of talks about stimulus checks, and now I've got actually some video footage from Senator Elizabeth Warren and some updates for you on the new bill that has been unveiled, as they're saying gas prices are going up. They're not going to be coming down anytime soon, according to the president, and they're saying the only way to help out people combat these increased prices is to provide them with direct payments, and they're going to be doing this by taxing huge oil companies. Let's take a look, you guys. Democrats unveil a bill to tax big oil's profit and send checks to the public. That is right. They're wanting to do this quarterly. Yesterday, I reported to you that economists are coming out and saying they need to do this monthly, like they did with the child tax credits. Take a look. More articles. Soaring gas prices are hurting Americans. It's time for more stimulus checks. Democrats propose a tax on large oil companies' profits. Democrats unveil a plan to issue quarterly checks to Americans by taxing oil companies posting huge profits. And they're saying, and you're going to be hearing this in this interview, that if they can't pass this through reconciliation and get legislation through, well, then it's time for President Joe Biden to step in and take executive actions. And they're saying now is the time. We need to help out people. And also, we mentioned this before, this is a midterm year election. So they're going to want to remind people that, hey, we're helping you out. Vote us back in power come November. And I think that it's very likely. Stimulus check talks and more direct payments to people, these type of provisions are going to become more prevalent as we get towards the election time. So, with that being said, though, let's go ahead and get you caught up. We're going to dive into the video footage and these articles.
One woman who has got a plan for those oil companies and their ginormous profits is Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democrat of Massachusetts. Senator, welcome back to the show. Thanks for joining me this evening. So, gas prices are up big time at the pump. It's become a major issue politically here in the US. The Biden administration is calling it Putin's price rise. The Republicans are saying it's Biden's price rise. But aren't we missing out the obvious culprits, the oil and gas companies that are making record profits and price gouging along the way? Why not do something about them?
Well, got a plan for that. Senator Whitehouse and I and others have introduced a windfall profits tax that says
Excellent.
If you're out there price gouging, you're going to have to give up a big chunk of your ill-gotten gains. That's the best way I know to be able to push back against these oil companies. You know, this is a problem we've got, and that is that when something happens that may cause the cost of the supply to go up just a little, we're watching giant corporations, oil company, but also we're seeing it in food, for example, that companies swoop in and say, hey, while we have the opportunity, they go ahead and raise prices even more. That's why we're seeing not just that prices are going up, but that profit margins are going up and going up dramatically.
I find it bizarre, Senator, that our solution to avoid buying oil from one foreign autocracy that abuses human rights is to go and buy oil from another foreign autocracy that abuses human rights. Saudi Arabia just mass executed 81 people yesterday, the largest mass execution in modern times. And yet there are reports the Biden administration wants to go hand in hand to the Saudis for more oil. At what point do we focus on renewables at home and not more oil from abroad?
Well, you know, we have to remind ourselves, if we had focused more on renewables at home starting 15 years ago, Russia wouldn't have the power that it has today. So, okay, I don't have a time machine. We can't go backwards. But please let us use this moment to concentrate our focus on the need to get ourselves off a fossil fuel economy. This is the moment that we need to be investing and doubling down again on solar, on wind, on hydro, so that Russia does not have the power. And the same is true for other countries. We shouldn't put ourselves at risk for how it is that they get their money through a fossil fuel economy, and then how they use it to try to disrupt the worldwide economy. This is a moment we need to be saying, yep, this is why all of us need to go green. We need to make that investment as a nation now.
And Senator, if Americans are getting hit hard by oil prices, why not offer them some financial relief? Why not do what the president promised to do on the campaign trail? And instead of doing endless pauses on student loan repayment, just cancel $10,000 in student debt as he promised. And I know you want him to go further and cancel $50,000. Why isn't he doing it? Why is he breaking that pledge, which he has the power to enact via executive order? He doesn't need Joe Manchin's vote on this.
So today would be a great day to cancel student loan debt, Mr. President. Remember, 40% of the people who have student loan debt do not have a college diploma. They're people who did exactly what we asked them to do. They tried, but they had babies, they were working 3 jobs, their mom got sick. It didn't work out for them. And now they earn what a high school graduate earns, but they're trying to deal with college loan debt. Also remember what it's doing to the racial wealth gap. African Americans, Latinos borrow more money to go to school, more money while they're in school, and have a harder time paying it off. If the president canceled $50,000 of student loan debt, he could cancel the black-white wealth gap for those with student loan debt by 27 points. Think what that would do for racial equity in this country. And I'll just mention about women. 2 out of every $3 of student loan debt is owned by a woman. We struggle more to pay for college and have a harder time paying off the debts when we get out. Canceling $50,000 of student loan debt would help tens of millions of Americans. People whose only sin was to be born into a family that couldn't write a check for them to go to school, and who nonetheless got out there and tried to get an education. So I think this is the moment to do it. The president has the power. Yes. There's wind in his sails. Tens of millions of people want him to do it. So, Mr. President, now's a good time. Cancel $50,000 of student loan debt.
I hope President Biden and his team are watching. Senator Elizabeth Warren, thank you so much for your time tonight. I appreciate it.
So there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. That was Senator Elizabeth Warren discussing this new bill that they're going to be taxing oil companies. Now, just a brief summary. They want to take the 2015 to 2019 average price, and then they want to compare it to where it's at currently, and then they want to tax them 50% of the difference. And they're hoping that that will encourage these companies not to increase the prices significantly to gain more profits, that it'll motivate them to keep it down so they don't have to pay that tax. But if they do keep it up, they're going to take that tax, that difference, and distribute it out to the American people. And they're saying that this won't add to the debt either, or inflation, because this will be a tax directly on oil companies. Let me know your thoughts. Now, in addition to that, I'm going to be keeping you up to date on what's happening with the Build Back Better bill, that stimulus reconciliation bill, which currently does not have a check proposed. And also, we're waiting to see if there's going to be child tax credits included in there. However, we're hearing there will be more phases that are going to be coming out. They're saying to hopefully combat the pandemic, and also maybe for small businesses. And also, there's still $800 billion of leftover stimulus funds just sitting there that haven't even been touched, and that is enough for 2 $1,400 stimulus checks, a fourth and a fifth of $1,400. People are saying, let's use some executive actions, executive orders, pass some legislation, and get out some more support to the American people at this time. Now, we will see, and I will keep you up to date on anything that unfolds here on the channel.
Alright guys, this is all I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really missed you. Hopefully I'll see you here again very, very soon. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on everything we talked about here in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe if you haven't already. And click that notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new videos for you. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.